Welcome to Let's Go Racing. I'm Dani Gibson here with Dick Jerardi. On today's show, a spectacular Saturday at Parx. 3 new Hall of Fame members were inducted. We honored our dear friend Mike Ballezzi in the M.P. Ballezzi Appreciation Mile. And the National Thoroughbred League brought the party to Parx. Plenty of fans, celebrities, and great horse racing. It was a lot of fun to see the crowd here Saturday and some interesting people here.
Indeed. It was a lot of fun, Dani. I don't think any of us really knew what to expect with these last 5 National Thoroughbred League races, but a lot of celebrities, as you said, former athletes, legends like Julie Serving, former NFL players, Beasley Reese, who was on Channel 3 for years, CBS 3 in town, Irving Fryer, and we were able to catch up with a bunch of them. Julius, how'd you get involved in the National Thoroughbred League?
My son got me involved. It took about a week to evaluate it, do the homework, and see that this is something that's going to go a long way.
Now, your trainer, Al Domenico, was a huge racetrack guy back in the day. Did you ever go out with him?
Never. As a matter of fact, he always left early. He left the practice early. He left the games early. He did whatever he could do to get over to that track. So we all knew where he was. But this is actually my first time being in Parx racetrack. And I don't know what took so long, but I'm happy I'm here. Our horse won the last race, and we feel pretty good about it.
Just, having a good time, supporting the cause. They started this new group, business venture, and it's good to hang out, man, out of sight, out of mind.
Are you a racetrack guy? You spend much time at the track?
I'm actually allergic to horses. So I'm glad the horses are all the way over there, and I'm all the way over here. So no, this is actually my first time ever at a horse race track.
Just loving life, and I feel really blessed, and I'm so thankful for everything that Philadelphia did for me. Philadelphia sports fans allowed me to come in here and be a sportscaster for 20 years, and I just had such a wonderful run through the NFL and through television, and I just feel really lucky, buddy.
And how'd you get involved in this, the National Thoroughbred League, and coming out to Parx today?
I owned horses my whole life. When my father passed, he sold, a few months before he passed, he sold 33 horses. So I've had horses my entire life. I love them. I love racing. We had horses here in Philadelphia that took me to the Triple Crown and to these amazing races, the Smarty Joneses, and those horses kind of brought me into this style, this part of the racing business and the horse life. And when the opportunity came to me to get involved with the Stallions, I could not be happier.
Dr. J was mobbed. People were so excited to see him. And of course, he was the head of the Philly team. That's the Philadelphia Stallions. The NTL took over races 6 through 10, and they got 2 wins. And it was really cool to see some of the different silks and the different sports players just integrated with us out in the field. Yeah,
big crowds around the winner's circle, the paddock, and the cotillion room where all the players and their families and friends were there. So yeah, it was fun Saturday afternoon at the track.
Who doesn't love horse racing? Well, let's get to one of the marquee races. This was the Dr. J Classic. It was race 10 on Saturday's card for fillies and mares. Nice purse too, $75,000, 7 furlongs. And our favorite is a really nice filly, Irish Maxima.
Going for 3 in a row for our man John Service.
Kathleen O'Connell ships in with Dream Concert against top mama jockey Samuel Marin.
Yeah, Kathleen O'Connell was just passed for all-time wins by a female treater by Linda Royce, but she has had some career herself.
Well, lovely known as KO. I love that nickname. Well, here is the call of the Dr. J Classic.
Irish Maxima leads the way. She goes down the backstretch with a comfortable lead. Chasing in second, Everyone Loves Linda. Dream Concert's up to take that second spot. Then it's Majestic Creed. Early Editions lost some ground. Coming up the rail, Foggy Night, In Between Horses, Beach Days, and still Sweet Wilhelmina. Can see them all. 22-4 for the opening quarter. Irish Maxima continues to do it well within herself. They go into the far turn. Irish Maxima, Dream Concert chasing in second. Everyone Loves Linda under a drive in third. On the rail, Foggy Nights making up some ground. Then it's Majestic Creed followed by Beach Days. Early Edition and Sweet Wilhelmina still at the back. They go through the far turn. Irish Maxima cantering along on the front end. She's had an uncontested lead. Frankie Pennington peeked under her shoulder for competition, and he has yet to ask her for much. Irish Maxima's in command. Foggy Nights all out out in second, trying to reel her in. Dream Concert and Irish Maxima just opening up. She's doing this for fun. 16th left to go. Irish Maxima, she is a nice filly. She gets the win.
Irish Maxima just romps home, gets a win wearing the silks of the California Shamrock, so a win for that team on the NTL day. And what a nice 3-year-old filly John Service has.
3 in a row, loose in the lead, really never in doubt, wins by 5.5 in the end.
And she is a big stuffed animal of a horse in her stall that she snuggles with. What's cuter than
Very
that?
nice.
We're going to head to our first break. We have so much more coming up. More NTL races, plus 3 new Hall of Fame members were inducted, all coming up after this break.
Dream Night. Coming up to challenge him now is Freedom Road.
The question a lot of people are asking themselves these days is, do I buy new or do I buy pre-owned? Here's what I'll tell you. New car inventories are still low and new car prices are still high. However, with the certified pre-owned Nissan at Chapman Nissan, we have a huge selection and you can save thousands over new. Plus a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, roadside assistance, 1-year prepaid maintenance, and so much more. And not for nothing. Can you really tell the difference? I can't.
The Excite Center at Parx Casino, the region's hottest live entertainment venue. Check out your favorite concerts, comedy, boxing, MMA, all at the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Don't miss the hilarious Steve Trevino on Saturday, November 23rd, plus funny lady Kathleen Madigan on Saturday, December 7th. Don't miss these 2 exciting headliners, only at the Excite Center inside Parx Casino. Parx Casino, this is how you win. This is how you win. Tickets on sale now.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, it's time to talk about the Hall of Fame. We inducted 3 new members. Let's start with our horse, Ruby Blue, a very deserving Pennsylvania bred. And of course, he means a lot to me because my fiance won 3 races with him. But tell us a little bit more about this PA bred.
100 lifetime starts, Danny. The good news is everybody who had him, and he was claimed 11 times, won with him, including his original owner and breeder, Donnie Brown, who had him at the start, then claimed him back at the finish so he could retire him, and I caught up with Donnie in the winner's circle. Donnie, what's this like to have your horse in the Parx Hall of Fame?
There's no words for it. I mean, when you breed horses, you don't expect anything like this, and it's just very flattering, and I just feel so good for the horse and the people connected to him, and I want everybody to know what a great life he has now.
Tell us about that life down in Ocala.
He has his own fan club, his own Facebook page, quite a following, and I hear he has a lot of jobs that he's very good at, and people just seem to love him no matter wherever he goes. And one thing he likes still doing to this day is going to work. It's just a different kind of work now.
100 starts. Could you even imagine a horse these days having 100 starts in this sport?
No, not anymore. It's obvious he's intelligent and knew how to take care of himself, and what you and I talked about earlier too. He's to horse racing what maybe not with the accolades, but what Tom Brady was in the NFL. He showed up for work every week and tried to win.
Ruby Blue, just a true racehorse that loved his job, and boy, he's having quite the life down in Ocala. Now he's a lot of fun to watch. Well, let's get to our next inductee, former track announcer Jack Lamar.
Jack was the track announcer, Danny, when this track opened November 4, 1974, and was still here a decade later when the name was changed to Philadelphia Park. And Saturday, 2 of his sons, Greg and Gary, and his daughter Gail were here, and I got a chance to catch up with Greg Lamar. Greg, what's this like for you to come out here after your dad being an absolute legend here to see him in the Parx Hall of Fame?
Yeah, it's a real honor because he really loved the track. He loved horse racing, and he felt the casinos were going to, do some damage to racing. So he'd be glad that it's still going strong.
And do you have any memory of him calling races?
I remember him calling some of the big races like the Snow Chief Derby and some of those things. Yeah, and we used to just watch out in the booth with him.
Do you remember the day Garden State Park burned down? I was told that, I think I saw from you, that he was actually there that day?
Yeah, he was there that day, and he said as soon as he smelled smoke, he headed for the exits because he knew it was a matchbox. It was built during the war, and they couldn't use any steel. And he just headed out there as fast as he could.
And his most famous call here is the Broadbrush PA Derby from 1986.
Yeah.
Did he talk about that race much? Because we just showed it. It's a race unlike any other.
Yeah, it was really, that horse went so wide, and to come back was a miracle.
And how much did he like the racetrack?
He loved it, He he loved betting on horses, but he couldn't do it while he was racing. So he had like 50 years that he couldn't bet on a race, but he really enjoyed it.
Jack Lamar was the voice of Keystone. Let's move on to our next Hall of Fame inductee, Rich Romano.
Rich is the Director of Broadcast Operations here. Danny has been here for more than 3 decades. He came as a camera operator originally, and he's a friend to everybody, one of the great talents here at Parx. Here's Rich. Rich, when you watch all these testimonials and the people you work with, what does that mean to you?
It's really moving. It really is. I mean, I've worked with a lot of great people over the years, and I know I get this award, but I owe it to a lot of the people that I've worked with, for so many years.
And I know you and I talked about it, but 32 years you came here as a camera operator. In your wildest dreams, 2024, you're standing here holding a plaque and you're in a Hall of Fame. What are the chances of you ever having even considered such a thing?
It's an honor to be in a Hall of Fame, and this Hall of Fame particularly, right? I mean, there's just so many great people in there. And, and to be, on my end, to be in there with people that brought me in, like, Bob Green and Bill Hogwood and Joe Wilson, I mean, that's just... that's beyond my wildest dreams.
And to see where the whole broadcast operation has come from I know you had told me when you originally got hired, it's because the old crew was on their way out and they were bringing in a bunch of college kids to see where it is now. What does all that mean?
Well, I mean, I think what we've been able to do, innovative, just stay up with the times, right? Do HD. We really have branched out as far as what we're doing as far as features and stuff to just highlight the tracks and the personalities. And right now I have a fantastic crew with Sarah Henry and all that, and we're just able to do so much more than we could have done even back in the day. So to see where we are now is, it's something.
Rich always comes with a smile. It's great to see him get inducted into the Hall of Fame. Well, let's turn our attention to some more racing from Parx. This is the MP Ballezzi Appreciation Mile, named after the great Michael Ballezzi, who is our late executive director of the PTHA, and he has done so much for us horsemen here at Parx.
Yeah, we lost Mike a couple of years ago, but we will not forget him.
No, never will forget him. Well, let's get to the favorite. It is a Darrow, well-deserving favorite for John Service.
When he's good races, Danny, he's as good as any horse at this racetrack when he fires.
Jamie Ness sends out second choice Celestial Moon. This was also my pick.
Off the huge number last time, and I gave out Concealed Carry. This is a wild finish. Check out the MP Ballezzi Appreciation Mile.
Concealed Carry has thrown down the gauntlet early. He has a clear lead as they go through the first turn. 23-4 for the opening quarter. They begin their run down the backstretch. Concealed Carry, Lonesome Boy in the yellow blinkers. He's chasing gamely into second. Then it's Adara, Wayland Springs. He's fourth. 10 gauges fifth. Riding with Biden to his inside. Celestial Moon. That's Magic Michael. And at the back, the gray Irish Cork. Field pretty strung out as they head down the backstretch. And still Concealed Carry leads the way. A half mile left to go. 47-1, and he is doing it with an uncontested lead. Concealed Carry trying to take them gate to wire. Lonesome Boy chases in second. Adaro, he's moving up. He's in third. He's gotten the cue and he's picking up his feet. Then it's back to Celestial Moon. Wayland Springs, he's losing some ground. Magic Michael's improving from off the pace. Irish Cork's making a big bid. We'll see if he can sustain it. Riding with Biden way at the back. They go through the far turn, and Concealed Carry running a huge race today on his outside. Lonesome Boy and Adaro, both of them coming up to challenge. They hit the top of the stretch, and Concealed Carry digging in to the inside. Celestial Moon trying to make a race of it. It is Concealed Carry all out. Lonesome Boy chasing, running a bit erratically. Magic Michael getting in gear late. Irish Cork down the center of the track, all trying to catch Concealed Carry. He has a 16th left to go. Concealed Carry all out to the inside. Celestial Moon, Irish Cork, Magic Michael, photo for the win.
Well, Dick gave you a winner. Concealed Carry goes gate to wire. That's how he likes to be ridden. Dexter Haddock gave him a perfect ride. Lou Linder was really thrilled to win this race. Great selection. We gave out the exacta, though.
We did. We gave out the 1-3 exacta, neck, nose, and a neck. 4-horse photo at the wire, and the whole key was Concealed Carry got loose, and here's Lou Linder talking about it after the race. Lou, Concealed Carry's run so well this fall. To finally get one of these big ones, how gratifying is it?
It is, and like I said, he needs this trip, and he got the easy lead. Nobody harassed him, and it was just enough to hang on.
You're having a year. I mean, you've had a lot of good years around here. Where does this year rank for you, 2024?
Not as many wins, but more meaningful wins, I'd say. So, yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, this was a hat trick for you in Parx picks.
3 in a row, Danny. I'll try to be nice to you this week when we get the Parx picks later.
There is no better handicapper than Dick Jerardi. It speaks for itself right there. Well, let's get to some more NTL races. This was race 6, and this was a good one because Freedom Road is going for 7 wins in a row.
And has won his last 6 by a combined 30 lengths from my old buddy Ricky Silliman, who trains down at Laurel.
Lupe Preciado has our second choice favorite. Looking at Roses, a pretty solid field here.
Solid field, but everybody's running for second. Freedom Road is just that good right now.
On the outside in the green, Manolito to the inside, Dream Knight. Freedom Road just a length off. He tracks in third, followed by Practical Coach Speedy Bolt. He's 5th. Moving up a spot, Aggrandize takes the 6th spot. Looking at Roses, then it's back to Bertman Calling and Hermoso Hombre. They head down the backstretch towards the far turn. 23 flat, the opening quarter. Dream Knight has the lead, but he only has it for now. In between horses, Manolito on the outside, Freedom Road. He's gaining with every stride. It's Dream Knight, long shot with the lead. They go around the far turn. Dream Knight coming up to challenge him now is Freedom Road. Moving up a spot, Practical Coach. He's trying to have a rally. They go around the far turn. Dream Knight fights on, but Freedom Road has his neck in front, and Freedom Road kicks clear. Freedom Road has put away Dream Knight, making up some ground late. Looking at Roses, but Freedom Road has the lead. Freedom Road and Andrew Wolfson have a 16th left to go. And how good is this horse this year? Freedom Road going to coast to his 7th straight victory.
Freedom Road is the dream horse. What a claim. $8,000. He has 11 wins total. He's only 4. And I did talk to the trainer, Rick Silliman. He said he's never trained a horse this good. He said he groomed a horse when he was a groom years ago that won multiple races. But what a dream this has been for them.
He keeps spotting these horses in these races where he fits the condition. That's now 7 straight wins by a combined 33 lengths. None of them are even close.
Well, it should be interesting because Rick Silliman winters at Tampa Bay Downs, so I'm sure Andrew Wolfson will be making that plane ride down there.
So good for Andrew that he's latched onto this one.
Absolutely. We're going to go to another break, but stick around. When we come back, we're going to get into some national races from Keeneland, all coming up.
Nisi Marie, 7th on the outside, still 5 lengths from the lead.
This is Parx.
This is how you roll, this is how it goes. This is how you pop, this is how you rock. Take a chance, do a dance, little romance. This is how you. This is how you win. This is how you excite, this is how you all night. 360 hit me, now we're going all in. I can feel it calling, the crowd, the light, the night, the sights, the vibe is right. This is how you. This is
Parx, Pennsylvania's #1 casino experience. This is how you win.
Racehorses are pampered,
treated with care, and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them,
and they do right by us.
The hard-working folks
who proudly earn our living
in Pennsylvania's horse racing
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
But it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs.
Jobs, and billions in economic impact each year.
All across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania. It's a winner.
Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Go Racing. Well, it's time for our national races. We're going to head out to Keeneland for the Grade 3 Perryville Stakes, $300,000, and all eyes are on the New Jersey bred Bookham Dano.
3 to 5 on a Grade 1 winner, a terrific horse. Might be the best New Jersey bred since Bruce Springsteen.
Ooh, I like that. Well, Bill Mott is going to have something to say about it with second choice favorite Knightsbridge.
It's interesting. Bill Mott, for the first time that I can remember, he is cold, Danny. He can't win anything right now. So I never advised to stay away from Bill Mott, but just keep that in mind.
He needs cigar. Where's cigar when he needs them? Well, here is the Perryville.
Good looking Justice against the rail. Leads it by just a half length. Patriot Spirit second a length. Epic Ride third. Knightsbridge fourth toward the inside. Brunacini fifth up on the far outside. Love Me Tender his sixth in between horses, just over 3 lengths off the lead. Here comes Epic Ride now. 3 lanes off the rail. Moving up along with Brunacini 4 wide trying to catch Patriot Spirit, who's got a narrow lead off the far turn. Good looking Justice drops back. Knightsbridge is still 4 lengths from the lead. And still further back, Bookham Dano has some 6 lengths to make up. Brunacini comes forward on the far outside to challenge Epic Ride. Now Bookham Dano trying to squeeze through an opening toward the inside. Brunacini has the lead though. Epic Ride is second. Bookham Dano is still third. Brunacini is in front. Knightsbridge runs late but still back and forth. Here's Bookham Dano, final try. Brunacini hangs on.
Also eligible, so Druin, what is with these AE horses?
Yeah, the 14 post. And Luan Machado, the regular rider of Next, he had himself a week. early in the week, he mistook the 16th pole for the finish line, stood up on a horse who was going to win, and he comes back and wins a couple of stakes, including this one at 28-1.
He took a lot of heat for that. Look, jockeys are people too.
Indeed.
And there's 2 finish lines in some of the races. That is always my worst fear. But he certainly is on his redemption ride.
The only tracks I know that does, I think Keeneland obviously does it, Laurel Park does it, so it is a little confusing for the riders. Unfortunate, but Luan's a good guy and a good rider.
Yes, and he sure makes it up. Well, let's stay at Keeneland. We're going to go to Sunday's card. This is the Grade 3 Dowager Stakes, a mile and a half on the turf. Fillies and mares, $300,000, and we're rooting on Nisi Marie, our favorite PA bred.
This is the first time she actually got bet. She hasn't been favored, Danny, since last July here at Parx. She's 6-5. See if she can come back and do it again.
Yeah, they're excited. Joel Rosario is back aboard, and Chop Chop for Brad Cox and Luan Machado, the jockey we've been talking about.
Nisi Marie beat Chop Chop last time. That was at Kentucky Downs, a little different race course, a little different situation. Not a great post for Nisi Marie in this race.
Here's the Dowager.
Nisi Marie, 7th on the outside, still 5 lengths from the lead at the entry to the far turn. Mrs. Astor, Duvet Day, Cozy Rags, Atomic Blonde is last as they make the move off the end of the backstretch. Surprisingly, Chop Chop still 1-2, separated by less than a length. Now Chop Chop starting to inch forward to the outside, surprisingly hugs the rail around the far turn, still leads it. Chop Chop now within a neck of the leader, just over a quarter mile to go. A gap of 2.5 lengths to Anatolian in third. Forever After All is fourth. They turn for home. Chop Chop from the outside up to take the lead. Anatolian is there in between horses. Surprisingly, Forever After All dives to the rail to find some running room there. Fourth, third, second, trying to come after Chop Chop in the final furlong of the Root and Riddle Dowager. Chop Chop has a narrow lead. Forever After All is there to the inside. Chop Chop, Forever After All, these two.
Chop Chop and Luan Machado do get the win. Now, Chop Chop loves the Keeneland turf course, and Nisi, I heard from the rider, she just wasn't getting a hold of it. You could see there was a lot of dirt in it.
It's a different kind of turf course, Danny. I've seen that happen to horses. Bad posts, no cover, no pace, didn't like the course. Regardless, will be sold at the night of the Star Sale. And congratulations to Luan Machado. He ended what could have been a total disastrous week with a couple of stakes wins.
He certainly did. Jockeys are humans. We got to remember that. Well, we're going to go to best of the rest. We're going to take a look at Monday's 9th race. Now, the King Cheek, when he gets loose on the lead, he's dangerous.
Very dangerous. It's interesting, though, Danny, in this race, if you watch, he actually gets past in the stretch, the King Cheek, and then comes back again for that Ness Sanchez. Impossible to deal with those two.
Yeah, you're talking about Fighter Town, and the King Cheek was claimed, and Jamie Ness was a little sentimental. I don't see that a lot, but he's done well with this horse. He's had him since he was a baby. Well, let's get to our PTHA Trophy race. We're talking about Tuesday's 4th race, and look out for the big filly, the one, Sonadori Girl. She's looking for race room.
Yeah, again, our man Michael Sanchez, 9-5, gets a little room and just, that's it. All Michael needs is a little bit of space. He is number 5 in the country in wins this year. This is the most he's ever won. He's at around 220 and counting, Danny. He's having some year in 2024.
Yeah, and you'll see, I'll talk to him here after his win. He has just really honed his craft, and he's having a lot of fun. Here's my conversation with Michael.
She was just dragging me all the way around. She definitely wanted to run. She felt, that energy. She felt super good. And once I got clear, it was all easy after.
You are just on a roll, and I think you've won the most PTHA Trophy races. How much fun are you having at this point in your career?
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. And I think it's only getting better. So, working hard. And like I said a couple weeks back, preparing already for next year. Hopefully close up, the year good, strong, and, keep going with that momentum for the next year.
We're going to head to another break. When we come back, we have our Jockey and Trainer of the Week and our Turning for Home family photo, so stick around.
The Excite Center at Parx Casino, the region's hottest live entertainment venue. Check out your favorite concerts, comedy, boxing, MMA, all at the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Don't miss the hilarious Steve Trevino on Saturday, November 23rd, plus funny lady Kathleen Madigan on Saturday, December 7th. Don't miss these 2 exciting headliners, only at the Excite Center inside Parx Casino. Parx Casino, this is how you win. This is how you win. Tickets on sale now.
PA Bred, I think we've built a brand at this point.
It's excitement, at every step.
Roses for Deborah just set a new track record.
On average, for the past decade, Pennsylvania paid over $28 million a year in Breeders' Awards, restricted races, and owner bonuses. Plus, PA breds shine on the world's biggest stage. Just 3 states have bred more Breeders' Cup winners. Learn more at pabred.com.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Let's turn our attention to this week's Jockey of the Week. Congratulations, Elise Sayover-Weeze, this week's Jockey of the Week. He had multiple wins throughout the week. Our Jockey of the Week is sponsored by NovaCare, the power of physical therapy. And now it's time for our Trainer of the Week. The PTHA proudly partners with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation to bring this week's Trainer of the Week, Ernesto Padilla-Preciado. Cheeto, as we affectionately call him. He's been on a roll, and what a week he's had with 5 wins. Congratulations to him and his team. Now it's time for this week's Turning for Home Family Photo of the Week. It's always fun to hear about our recent retirees, but how about this guy, Arctic Kid, retired back in 2016, an Ontario bred that made it home to his home country in Canada, lives with his adopter Maxine. He loves little kids, dogs, cats, and their mini donkey, and he made with best friends with another thoroughbred mare off the track.
Another great Canadian bred, almost as good as my all-time favorite Canadian bred, Ronnie Turcotte.
Gotta love that. Arctic Kid and Ronnie Turcotte. Well, let's get to our Parx picks. We're going to take a look at Monday's 9th race. This is a really good race with a lot of speed in it. So I need a win here. Okay,
yes,
so I got to be tactical.
Yes,
I can't go on heart and emotion. I got to go on what I think. So I'm going to go with Lost and Confused, Jamie Ness. I think they're going to sit right off the pace, and Ruben's going to come home and get the win.
Yeah, really good race. Ninja Prize for Cheeto, obviously a major player here. I'm going to go with Winning Time, the 4, to see if I can get 4 in a row. Off the layoff, New Gelding, son of the great Wind Chill for Kate DeMasi. His best races win. If he comes back to his best, he's going to win.
I want you to win this race.
There you go.
Because I love me some Wind Chill and some Winning Time.
Yes, we did.
All right, well, let's see what Craig has to say. Here's Craig.
My selection for Monday is in the 8th race, number 6, Sunday Spirit. I believe Sunday Spirit, who came in from Kentucky with 2 excellent efforts, one sprinting, the next going long. He was easily second best to a horse named Winterfell, who came back to win easily again at Laurel. I think Sunday Spirit will be sitting right off the pace, and the pace should not be that quick, will take over on the final turn, and should handle this field of maiden special weights.
All right, thanks, Craig. Hopefully we'll make you some money. Well, it's time for Ion Racing. Big day up at Belmont at Aqueduct.
A lot of Parx horses, 3 stakes. Gunsong is the one you really want to look at in the Mother Goose. Breeders' Cup pre-entries are in, 212 in the pre-entries, every continent but 2. Next, it looks like he'll run in the Breeders' Cup Classic. And the very last race on Saturday is going to be the Dirt Mile, where we have the last 2 Pennsylvania Derby winners, Saudi Crown and Seize the Grid.
Well, it's going to be an international racing event. We are really looking forward to it. Well, it's time for us to wrap it up, but we're still racing here. Post time is still 12:40 Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We'll let you know when it changes. Thanks for watching Dick and I, and we'll catch you next time on Let's Go Racing.
And they're off. Skippy Longstocking has early speed. We the people from in between horses. Tama's got the lead now. It's Tama in the center of the racetrack, but Tama is drawing away, and Tama with Mike Smith, they win the Bet Parx Pennsylvania Derby.